PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
My grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
With Keke Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Keke's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, it fucked me. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for.
Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at PushGapRadio.com.
PushGapRadio.com. Bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Live from Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth, PushGap.
Ooh, girl, you can't hear how Dallas, Fort Worth works. This is Jackie.
What up, y'all? This is Jackie.
Of Shaka Ford 1 and the main event show.
There's a little something like that.
Shaka Ford 1 and the main event with me, the Queen B, Jackie O. Heard exclusively on PushGap Radio. Giving you true scoops.
And there's a little something like that.
PushGapRadio.com in Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
PushGapRadio.com. We want to be your official Dallas internet station.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Welcome back to another edition of the bangingest thing in the game. Shaka 4-1 in the main event with Jackie O. What's up, Lamont?
What's up, family? Welcome to this week's edition of the show.
That's what that is. Happy Labor Day coming up to one and all. Labor Day weekend by the time you are watching this.
Have fun and be safe.
Have fun and be safe. Don't drink and drive because you might spill your drink. And,
I'm not going to tell you not to get big back because I'm going to eat.
Yeah, holidays aren't like they used to be, though. But real quick, we wanted to give some birthday shout-outs. One to my homeboy, Parrish Harris. His birthday is September 1st. Very dear friend of mine. Studied accounting and business development at University of Missouri and played football, man. Passed away May 11, 2022. Just want to shout out to my boy, Pete.
Happy heavenly birthday, Parrish. Yeah, he was a really good guy.
He was the man, boy.
He was.
My Chicago Bear buddy, mine. You had some birthdays you wanted to shout out?
Yes. I have to give a belated shout out first to my
belated.
Yeah,
no, your time has passed,
my firstborn grandson, Terrence T.J. Moore.
Oh, T.J. They went to Denver, right?
He and his sister and their significant others went to Denver and spent a week in Denver last week. His birthday was August 20th, and he was 29.
Wow.
I don't know how he keep catching up with me, but...
Ain't nobody catching up to you?
He he gaining pretty fast.
No. He's not.
Yeah, he is.
Even when you're dead, he's not gaining, okay? You'll still be on the hill.
But also, happy birthday coming up to my sister, Karen McCoy, whose birthday is August 30th, and then my cousin, Deborah Watson, whose birthday is the same day as Parrish, and Labor Day this year, September 1st.
That's what.
So happy birthday to everybody.
And also to my sainted mother, Imogene Atkins.
Yeah.
She passed away October 9th, her birthday. August 29th, same day as Michael Jackson.
Happy heavenly birthday.
Happy birthday to one and all. Also, big shout out to Samuel L. Jackson. Him and his wife been married forever and a day. See, that's how we supposed to be doing it, black folks. That's how. See, that's how you build wealth. And anyway, Samuel L., big shout out to you. I love Samuel L.'s story, man.
Oh, I know. And I love him as an actor as well. But Samuel L. Jackson and his wife, LaTanya Richardson Jackson, now they are truly a power couple. They say Hollywood power, but they're just a power couple, period.
Right.
And they just hit a milestone, 45 years of marriage.
Yeah.
That's unheard of in Hollywood,
They're
really.
not building. Hell, that's unheard of in most places.
That's
They're
true.
not building them like that anymore.
That is
Least
very
little
true.
thing, everyone's bailing out. The toilet paper wasn't on the roll. I'm gone. I wanted
Every little thing.
I wanted a blue little Cadillac CTS, and you got me a white one.
Yep.
And so, them folk understood that you don't want strong marriages like that. So
Yep.
I just want to tip my hat out to them.
Yeah.
White Castle's coming to Texas, baby.
A legendary fast food chain is making its way to Texas, and its announcement came by royal decree.
I have traveled from far away and from long ago to be here and share some wonderful news with you. White Castle is coming to Texas!
That's right, White Castle is finally opening its very first Texas location. It's going to be a grandscape in the colony north of Dallas, with it expected to open next summer. Right now, it is unclear if they will be expanding to other Texas cities just yet, but make sure you keep it on your calendar and save the date.
If you don't know, let me tell you something for those of you down here in the South who don't think White Castles is a big deal. Rallies, forget about it. What's that other one? Checkers?
In-N-Out Burger,
No.
Whataburger.
No. We're not talking about In-N-Out. It's a different thing. Rallies and Checkers, they're a knockoff.
I like Checkers.
They both sucked. I bought a 5-piece at both of them, bit the first burger, dumped the tray, fam.
I like Checkers fries.
I grew up on it in Gary, Indiana, right outside of Chicago, Illinois. Go Bears. But yeah, when you went to the club, okay, coming along, all you needed was $5. See, y'all was going to Denny's and whatnot.
Yeah, and because we didn't have a White Castle.
I understand. That's why I'm explaining it to you. You could $5. You take your date to White Castles and live like a king, fam. Because the hamburger's like about 50 cents back in the 70s.
I'm sure even now.
Girl, order all you want. All you want. Yeah, it's on me.
I'm sure it
You
won't be
understand?
these prices though.
Oh, no.
Those
The
are great
slightest of that,
memories.
no, but yeah, White Castles is expanding into Texas,
And I'm sure
baby.
I'm gonna like it because I like the ones in the box. That's the only White Castle I've ever had. The ones in the
frozen joints.
section.
Yeah, they're not the same.
I've never ever even seen a White
gotta-
Castles to go get a fresh
You
one.
got to be good to be able to heat up a White Castle now. Now, I've seen
Oh,
some
I'm
people
good,
do it.
honey. I can heat up a White Castle. I've heated up yours. What you talking about? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Why you women take shit personal? I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about
You just said you.
Why do you women, not why do you, Jackie? Why do you women? I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying people.
Clarify.
You women as a whole anyway, collectively. But you got to be good to know how to warm up a burger from White Castle, okay? People have done it different ways, But yeah, it's coming here. It's going to be out in the colony, okay? At Grandscape out there, man. Beautiful place. That's where Nebraska Furniture Mart is for those of you who don't live around here. But yeah, break it down about White Castle.
Yeah.
Coming to the Big D, baby.
Well, it looks like they just made the announcement on August 21st. So right as of now, they haven't given a target opening date.
Yeah.
But they do know that it's going to be in the colony and that they're going to break ground on it very soon. It's a $1.5 billion mega development. So this is probably going to be a really good top-notch place, and it's the first one, so they're going to have to set a precedent.
Well, you're going to get a lot of people there, just like Patillo's, mine. I drive from where I am 30 minutes just to go to Patillo's to get a Chicago dog, because y'all been wanking me down here in Dallas, Texas. When I come get a Chicago dog, it ain't what you say it is. So be on the lookout.
Yeah, and just like with In-N-Out, when they first came, and Dave's Hot Chicken, Jollibee, all of them, the lines were like hours. It was as if people were in line like 8-9 hours and stuff just to get this. I'm going to wait till all that die down.
Patillo's is next door to Jollibee's, or Jollibee's is next door to Patillo's. Snoop D-O-double jizzle mine, and the gayness of it all. Now, Snoop has publicly stated something that a lot of folk been saying for a long damn time. You just injecting the gayness. And he feels like most of us feel. We sitting here watching the show, and bam, out of nowhere, here comes the gayness. You're pushing your agenda on other people. Don't push your religion. Don't push your politics. Don't push your sexuality off on the rest of us, okay? The man is there with his grandson, and now you got some people saying, well, all he had to do was say that they was adopted. All he had to do was say, you don't tell nobody how to treat their kids. You didn't come feed the kids, clothe the kid, bathe the kid, house the kid. So don't come tell me about how to deal with his sexuality. Like they doing down there with D. Wade and them folk. Now, Snoop is sitting in here watching a movie, like most of us sitting at home, watching a movie, watching television, and then bam, the gayness jumps out.
Well, and if some of you are wondering what we're talking about, Snoop...
Yeah, I was getting ready to go into that part, but thank you. Go ahead.
There was a 2022 movie Pixar put out called Lightyear, and he took his grandson to see the movie, and there was a same-sex couple raising a child. And Snoop says that he was thrown for a loop because his grandson asked him how could two women have a baby.
Yeah.
And his thing was, it's not that he have anything against lesbian couples.
Thank you.
His thing was, at that point in time, he was not ready to have a conversation with his young grandson.
And it's not his place for it. That's the baby's parents' position for his religion, his sexuality, and whatnot.
Right. That definitely would be something that it would be a parent decision to make as to how early to introduce your kids to these things. But there has been a huge backlash. And honestly, all of the backlash reviews that I've seen have been from notable celebrity
of course
gays.
Of course.
I haven't seen any, I mean, not saying that there aren't any out there, but I haven't seen any heterosexual support for
I wouldn't care
against what he's doing, what he did.
Forcing your issue down our throat. Now, I know this is cancel culture and you're not supposed to say different things, this, that, and the third. Cut it out, mine. These are damn children. How was your childhood? If it was bad, then don't let the child go through it. They haven't even touched a tit yet, for real. But now you're going to introduce them to gay sex. Right. Come on, man. And ain't nobody knocking you. What you do is your business, pimp. What you do is your business. Your politics, your religion, your sexuality. That's your business. We don't force our black issues down your throat. Nobody forces their shit except white folks. They all over media. Don't you get sick of seeing them in the media constantly? That's why YouTube is so huge. But yeah, quit forcing your stuff down on people and telling people how to raise their children. You have no children yourself, but you're only on board with that because that's what you do.
Well, they seem to be getting mad at Snoop a lot here lately. They just got over him performing at the inauguration for President Trump. Now they're upset. Well, you got the one group that's upset about this part. Right. Because like Billy Porter, for one, he put out there in his social media, he was like, you know, what you should be worried about is explaining to your grandson about your criminal past and about your criminal history and you know, and stuff. And it was like, why would you even compare that? And Snoop's criminal history goes, over 30 years ago?
First off,
the man have not been in any trouble.
First off, you want to talk about him and his background and what he did and had girl on girl kissing each other back when he was doing his videos. Snoop Dogg's videos was for adults. Okay, so if the adult tuned in, he was more likely to see that. Not going to see whatever this movie was with your grandchild, Lightyear, the Pixar movie, and then have to explain that to him. That's not what I'm here for. You don't know what frame of mind Snoop was in. He just got the kid here to enjoy the movie, probably while he on his phone taking care of business. Who knows? But by the same freaking token, man.
Mm-hmm. Billy also said that Snoop would have to explain to his grandson why he was cooning for Donald Trump as well.
You ain't got to worry about what I'm doing. The bag was $10 million, nigga. I get tired of y'all and this crap. The bag was $10 million. I'm going to get the bag. And some people like Trump, some people don't. Don't matter whether I like the man or not, the man paying.
And with what he recently went through, he cannot talk because he would have went and done the same thing because he just recently, within like the last year, he lost his boyfriend
Yeah,
got
all
evicted.
that. That's what I was getting ready to ask you. Didn't his whole world collapse some time
whole
ago?
world collapsed financially.
Snoop
So
Dogg
he would have done the same
what
thing.
he did for adults, for grown people. It's going to be some scampily dressed women, all kind of stuff like that going on. But it's grown folk stuff. Free Diddy, just like what Diddy had going on over there. But you cramming your sexuality. Now, I'll tell my kid about my criminal gang life and smoking weed and hanging out with chicks, but I also tell him the down part of the gay life that they don't tell you about, okay? Whole lot of folk be unaliving themselves in that community because of the choices they made or thought they should have made or didn't make.
And
that's your business. Quit forcing that down everybody's damn throat.
I don't really mind Clayton being homosexual. I just don't like him dating men.
You really haven't grasped the concept of this gay thing yet, have you?
There must be homosexuals who date women. Yeah, they're called lesbians.
And I followed Snoop for many, many years. And when the time is right, I have no doubt that he will show his grandson the hood and where he grew up. Because I remember seeing a video where he took his sons when they were young. He took them where he grew up and he let them see
everybody
the
do
hood.
that. Because ain't that how King, T.I., and Tiny's kid keep acting like he want to be a gangbanger and whatnot, like he was about that life? Kids, you weren't raised that way, mine.
But I have to give King kudos. Ever since his baby was born, his son, he has done a complete turnaround. He does none of that nonsense anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
Now he has turned in, you know how we were talking last week about they never show responsible fathers?
Right.
His sister has been documenting every step of the way.
Yeah.
King is an exceptional father. He has been in his baby's life and been hands-on from day one.
Jack,
Oh, my bad.
sweetie. God damn, we ain't talking about that. Okay.
My bad. Go King.
Jackie is a Taurus. Jackie focuses on the little details. I'm a big picture guy.
It's going to be somebody who's interested
and it will, but just not us. Okay? All I said in passing was King.
Not you.
Well, not me, but somebody, I'm sure. But that lead us into, again, quit cramming your stuff down our throat. Now you know they got 71 male NFL cheerleaders on 11 teams for the 2025 football season. I'm a Chicago Bear fan. We have no cheerleaders, thank God.
That's even worse.
But what do you mean?
No cheerleaders at all?
Girl, it's
that
cold
would be
in Chicago.
boring. New England have cheerleaders.
Run them Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders up in that Chicago winter with them little skimpy shorts on. They ain't gonna make it. But yeah, tell them about the cheerleaders and what's going down with that. Oh, real quick, check out this video right here.
That happened because they just said that the lady had a baby with a lady. She ain't how that happened. And now he was, he caught off guard. Snoop caught off guard and can't answer the question because he don't know what to do. Like, he blown. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, y'all might want to start letting people know what type of stuff, what elements are in the movie. So they could be like, all right, look, it ain't that I'm hating on whatever group. It's just the fact that I'm not ready to have my loud-ass grandchild up in here asking me questions and talking loud in the movie theater. That's really what he was saying. I'm scared to tell you because he started talking loud in the movie theater asking me questions. Grandson want to have a discussion with Snoop right now about why this lady pregnant by another lady. Snoop ain't got time. He's like, bro, I just came here to enjoy the movie. I was not ready for that. So don't be mad at Snoop. Snoop ain't do nothing wrong. Because that's what kids do. I was a child. I did that to my mama. We in church. My mother was an English teacher. Okay? And the man said, you is. He was praying and he said, you is. And I was a little boy and said, wait a minute, mama, you told us we're not supposed to say you is. You said is you are. Because the man said, you is a good God. And I'm like, mama, that ain't correct. My mama covered my mouth. I put my hand off and said, mama, don't cover my mouth. You said that we not supposed to say you is. He's supposed to say you are. Are you going to correct him like you correct me all the time? But that's children, so you can't be throwing, you know what I mean? Can't be catching the parents and the grandparents off guard. Let them know. Let us know what's happening, so we don't get embarrassed out here in these streets, because these children will do that.
But yeah, break it down. Minnesota Vikings got a cheer team made history too. I
the
heard.
following teams for the 25 football season will have male cheerleaders on the sidelines.
Yeah.
The Baltimore Ravens, Los Angeles Rams, Minnesota Vikings, New England Patriots, New Orleans Saints, Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
Right.
Tennessee Titans, San Francisco 49ers, Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Oh, aren't they the world champions right now?
Yeah.
All right.
They don't get a pass. You don't get a pass.
They're setting an example, the champions, Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. The Minnesota Vikings, whose addition of 2 male cheerleaders sparked this latest wave of backlash, defended their squad.
Now, they say the Carolina Panthers had a trans cheerleader that had been there for 3 seasons, but is no longer with the squad. My.
Yeah, well,
I just don't understand why they just keep forcing this. It's the same thing with football. Diehard football fan, diehard Bears fan, love football. When you keep putting these women in, I'm not knocking women. You heard Robin Roberts, Gail, what's her name, from ESPN back in the day, very professional. But now you bring these chicks in here. They know not what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what the heck happened to ESPN, man? They're not the worldwide leader in sports no more. It's embarrassing, some of these women that they have commentating on the NFL. The internet star, or whatever this guy Drewski is, you know, the comedian guy that's all over all the social media apps. He went on one of the ESPN shows, and he had a Detroit Lions jersey on with the number 20 on it, and it said Sanders in the back. And the woman that was interviewing him, I don't remember her name, but her factory settings kicked in right when she seen Sanders, and she thought it was a Shadur Sanders shirt.
It's a blast for us to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so the jersey. Let's get into it, because obviously this ties to one Shadur Sanders, who balled out in his first preseason game.
This is Barry Sanders.
I'm sorry, I apologize. Barry Sanders. But the tie, come on.
So ESPN's just showing us more and more of their lackluster attention that they pay to the real fans, and more of causing controversy and bringing on announcers and commentators that don't even have the background to be doing it. Stop, please.
And so now you bring in these guys in here, and who wants to see that? Okay, like the chick made the mistake on Barry Sanders' jersey that Drewski had on when he was with Stephen A. Okay, you thought it was Shadur Sanders.
And just for clarification as well, because I know people are used to seeing cheerleaders in high school and stuff, and they're like,
nobody wants to see that.
And they're the ones that's holding them up in the air and stuff. That's
that form of cheerleading.
That's not the kind of cheerleaders these are going to be.
Team. Yeah,
these are going to be.
Watch them there. see, Jackie be on to something. I watch that because here's a bit of information you may not know. George W. Bush was a cheerleader when he went to University of Texas.
Mm-hmm. Somebody get scholarships.
But he wasn't a cheerleader. He was just, helping them up and, that was George W. Okay, don't nobody want to see that? You looking at the videos I'm running as I'm telling you this. Do you want to see that? No. You see the one with the New England Patriots, all the girls come out there, and here come this dude. Come on, man. Hey. I just start catching the highlights on YouTube. You understand? I don't even want to see the game. But yeah, they got cheerleaders coming out there, males, and then, put down in the comments how you truly feel about that, man. Is that something you would pay to go see? Is that something you're trying to see?
Because again, it's divided. You have those that don't care.
Yeah.
And then you have those that is
because I'm not here for the cheerleaders.
But how often do they even really show the cheerleaders on TV?
This is true.
Now, granted, in person, but that's easy to avoid. Just don't look down at the cheerleaders. But maybe it'll
be more prolific now because it's been so pronounced.
Oh,
I didn't know until it came out the last month or so.
It's definitely going to get some airtime.
Definitely,
now, because there's a controversy about it.
There's controversy about it, man. It's a lot going down. But yeah, Snoop Dogg, I'm with you on that. I feel you on that. Quit jamming stuff into spaces where they just don't go. And that stuff just don't go with children. You shouldn't have to explain that to somebody who's still learning about how my boy's saying and Owen Wilson in the movie Armageddon. And, they're still exploring their body,
Honestly,
so, how you going to turn them on to something this major when, hell, you got grown-ups don't understand what's going on. They throw their kids out the house behind such a thing, man.
And honestly, Snoop would have to be more worried about his grandson finding some of his weed stash and getting in it, or finding some of his...
Biggie. I'd rather explain that
finding some of his pornography from back in the day.
But, all that comes from parenting. But I don't need you telling me how to raise my kid and deal with sexuality, and you ain't doing a damn thing else. Like my old man used to say, are they kicking in on the rent? They kicking in on the light bill?
Right.
Then who gives a damn what you have to say? Coming down the road in a city near you, after they leave out of D.C., baby, Trump got them rocking and rolling up there. Now, they saying some folks are upset, but they say that's mainly the criminals, you understand. They mad that the National Guard is in town. But, yeah, they say Trump sends ICE, the National Guard, and federal troops into a majority black city like D.C. That's not law and order. That's abuse of power. They say knowing the 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendment isn't optional. It's survival. But, yeah, Trump say he finna send them folk down to Chicago, to O-Block now, while them gangsters at mine.
Because a lot of them are looking at it as if he's trying to slowly turn himself into a dictator.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because he doesn't care what the law says as far as the reasoning to do this.
It's the revenge tour, fam.
Yeah, because the majority of the cities that he's sending, well, so far, all of the cities that he's targeting are Democratic cities. Mm-hmm. And he's saying that that's because the cities that are run by the Republicans doesn't have such high crime rates. And then somebody mentioned to him,
if you on my team, you Gucci.
Yeah, somebody mentioned to him, well, what about New Orleans? And I believe it was another one with high crime. Yeah. And he kind of skirted around it, but he said that they were on his list as well. Yeah. But the majority of them are going to be Democratic cities.
Let me tell you something. There are people who do want these people here. Check this out.
This video. And I'm going to just keep it all the way 100 with y'all. Because like I said, I'm tired of beating around the bush and cutting corners. That's not getting us nowhere. So the raw, unadulterated, pure, uncut truth is this right here. A lot of you niggas need to be goddamn taken off the streets or smoked. A lot of y'all are counterproductive as hell. We have been taught that everything that's wrong is right, and the shit that's right is wrong. We got a completely counterproductive mindset out here, and it's crazy. When it comes to a lot of things, the way that we think about shit is destructive. It's really set up for us to fail. And I want to apologize for upholding that bullshit in my life for so long. Well, guess what? I'm here to tell y'all, man. At the end of the day, being a human being is okay. It's okay to be a human being. It's okay to be a good person. Everybody want to be a savage. Everybody want to be a savage. Everybody want to be a killer. Well, y'all been turning up. Keep that same energy when Trump come in. See, that's my thing. Don't stop when them people get there. When them people get to Chicago, you niggas keep gang banging and keep killing. Don't let that cease to exist. Keep that same energy. Keep the same energy with them as you do with your own people, bro. No, y'all niggas gonna go in the house. Y'all niggas gonna get the fuck out the way.